Welcome to Planting Joy Garden.
So we are in the garden and I'm trying to remove some of the debris around my perennials. Oftentimes I let them stay for the purpose of providing mulch, but I don't want so many as to be a breeding ground for bed bugs. There's still a lot going on in the garden, a lot of vegetables, but many of the perennials are dying back. I'll remove the dead debris so as not to overwinter any undesirable bugs. I'm making sure that I leave enough so that the frogs still have hiding places from their predators, which are usually the skunks and the cats. The other thing I'm doing is removing perennial weeds that I don't want to overwinter. So now that it's rained, the ground is a little looser and I can get some of these really noxious weeds. Just that I don't always get 100% of them, but I certainly try. And if you can get those perennial weeds in the fall, you won't have such a struggle in the spring. And you want to try to get them before they flower. So fall really is the best time to manage your weeds. Pulling out the weeds will save me this burden in the springtime. Any weed you overwinter will meet you in the spring with vigor. So another thing I like to do in the fall is thin out my strawberries, but it's entirely too warm. It's probably almost 80 degrees. So I generally will not touch the strawberries other than to move the runners or remove runners if I don't want them. I generally don't attempt to thin them out until they're closer to dormancy or have gone into winter dormancy. It's really noisy at this time, but the last thing I'm going to do is water in my seedlings. I have scattered carrot seeds pretty much everywhere, and if they don't come up during the fall, that's okay. They can just sit in the ground and overwinter. Oftentimes, I think that I have volunteer carrots, but I really don't. I've actually planted those seeds. They set all winter long, and then they finally germinate in the spring. And that's a pretty good problem to have. So I'm going to just make sure I water any place that has seedlings. So that they're getting what they need. And we had a really good rainfall, but as you know, seedlings have shallow roots. Um, I've had to replant carrots over and over and over again. I think I finally have a solution. Hopefully this netting will keep the squirrels from scratching in my carrot containers. I thinned out some of my mustards and moved them so that they could have better spacing. So I'm just going to give them a quick sprinkle. I also added a spinach seeds. So I want to just make sure all of my seedlings are not having a problem with thirst. Okay. I also put in carrot seeds under my tomato plant, but as you can see, The squirrels have been disturbing this planter as well. I thought because the tomato was there, maybe they wouldn't dig around as much, but that is not the truth. So I am going to water these seeds in. I'll probably say, wow, I have volunteer carrots, but that is not the truth. I actually place seeds, and this video is more from my recollection. So I'll remember that I place seeds, carrot seeds, in this container in September. So when they emerge in the spring, I'll know that I actually planted seeds here. And I think we have it. So that's all we're doing in this 15 minutes in the garden. And I would just recommend that you take 15 minutes a day to take care of those seedlings and that you do not want to overwinter. So that's the garden in the fall. We still got some nice days, but our first frost is soon approaching. Have a great day.